The European Union discards the prohibition of proof of work, the mechanism used by Bitcoin to maintain its functionality and security, a relief for cryptocurrency investors in Europe.
The pressure over Russia continues. Japan orders exchanges to hold back from processing Russian asset transactions.
Elon Musk dares Vladimir Putin to a duel over his Ukraine attacks.
The price of Bitcoin remains in a macro range. The potential rise in interest rates and the Ukraine war are key influencers of the cryptocurrency market.
All of this and more in today's newscast. Let's get started.
The European Union has approved the proof of work, the mechanism used by Bitcoin to make the network function. The European Parliament Committee on Economic and Monetary Affairs met yesterday to vote on the proposal around prohibiting the proof of work mechanism. The proposal looks to incorporate the well-known financial regulation, MiCA.
Let's not forget that, aside from the proof of work mechanism, Bitcoin is also based on the great Ethereum blockchain. The proposal was rejected with 32 votes against and 24 in favor, and contemplated the switch to other mechanisms such as proof of participation or proof of stake.
The mother of all cryptocurrencies, Bitcoin, has been criticized by many for the large amount of energy consumed by miners, meaning the computers that validate network transactions. However, as seen on Nebolus, Bitcoin consumes just 0.08% of energy globally. This is less than that of gold mining, for example, or the traditional financial industry. The European Union will continue to build the MiCA regulation with the Commission, the Council and the Parliament.
The use of cryptocurrencies is spreading at full speed. Many countries are working on the regulation, and today Bahrain is in the spotlight. The country on the Persian Gulf has granted a license to the leading exchange, Binance, to operate as a crypto asset service provider. Through this, it looks to strengthen its position and work towards its goal of expanding in the Middle East.
Despite the approval of the Central Bank of Bahrain, Binance is yet to complete the application process, which will allow it, once the authorization is granted, to provide custody and portfolio management services to its clients.
On the other hand, the sanctions against Russia continue as a result of the Ukraine invasion. Japan has ordered exchanges to withhold Russian assets transactions. The authorities implement this measure in response to a statement from the Group of Seven, the group of world-leading economies. In that statement, they announced that they will sanction Russians who illegally use cryptocurrencies to transfer their wealth.
This sanction seeks to continue pressuring Putin's regime to cease the attacks on its neighbouring country. Japan warns that those who fail to comply with this new rule may be punished with up to 3 years in prison. Something worth noting is that NFTs or non-fungible tokens will also be considered crypto assets.
More on Russia. The businessman Elon Musk once again speaks out around the conflict in Eastern Europe. In this case, through his peculiar way of attracting attention on social media, leading him to challenge Vladimir Putin himself.
I hereby challenge Vladimir Putin to single combat. With this phrase, Musk addressed the president of Russia and invited him to a duel. A duel like the ones that used to involve two people attempting to resolve a personal conflict. The CEO of Tesla accompanied the message with a warning. What is at stake is Russia. In another tweet, he tagged Putin's official account, making it clear that he was looking to attract attention in Russia.
Bringing extinct prehistoric animals to life has been the dream of many scientists and eccentric millionaires for decades. Despite these intentions, the great technical difficulty make it impossible for this dream to become a reality. The heiress of the Hilton Company and American media personality Paris Hilton, alongside the founder and leader of the Cardano blockchain network, Charles Hoskinson, are now investors in Colossal, a startup that aims to resurrect the mammoth.
Although the animal became extinct many years ago, its DNA is actually still available thanks to how some specimens found in glaciers have been conserved. This has created the possibility of bringing this animal to life.
In other news, the price of Bitcoin continues to move around $38,000 to $39,000. The news around the European Parliament's vote against the prohibition of the proof of work mechanism doesn't seem to have had an effect on the cryptocurrency's price. The crypto market, in addition, is awaiting the Federal Reserve's meeting taking place tomorrow, which will determine the rise in interest rates.
As analysed on Nebolus, Bitcoin is still trapped within a macro range of $35,000 to $45,000 since the month of January. The escalation in the price index, or inflation, as well as the global energy and supply crisis continue to affect markets, despite the fact that the possible consequence of this may already be in action.
As we wait on the possible news around the rise in rates, as well as the measures to be taken by the President of the European Central Bank, Christine Lagarde, to contain inflation, we take your leave.
To stay up to date with crypto and blockchain technology, visit Nebolus.com. Tomorrow, more news here on our daily newscast.